Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the first episode of Life in the Laboratory, and this episode is all about productions of mushroom spawn. Cereal grains like wheat, millet, rice, etc. can be used as a substrate for making spawn, but in Arunachal Pradesh, rice grain is mostly used as a substrate for the productions of spawn, and today we'll be making spawn by using grains. Today we are taking 20 kg of rice grain for making the spawn. First and foremost important step is cleaning the grain. Remove all the unwanted debris and the dirt from the grains. Wash the grain multiple of times, and it is ideal to wash the grain with the tap water or the cold water, and also wash it properly so as to wash away the starch, which will help to inhibit gluing together during boiling. Now it's time to add the water. Water should be double the amount of the grain. Like if you're using 1 quintal of dry rice, then add water about 2 quintal.
35 minutes.
Next step is boiling the grain partially. It should not be cooked fully. It should always be half cooked. And the most important thing is the grain should not burst. Now we're gonna boil this grain for about 30 to 35 minutes. Bring it to boil and cook at medium heat. Keep stirring the grains and make sure that the grain doesn't stick at the bottom, as we do not want our grain to be burned. One of the best methods to check whether the grains are ready or not is by taking a grain and press the grain between the thumb and the forefinger. It should be soft enough but should not burst while pressing the grains. As you can see here, now we are taking the grain and pressing between our finger. See, this is how you will know whether the grain are cooked or not. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna drain the excess water. After draining the excess water, we will allow the grain to dry for evaporations of surface water and also to cool down before adding the calcium carbonate and calcium sulfate in it. And we're gonna thoroughly mix everything together. Another two buddy of mine, Kotang and Kaku. Look at Kaku, always smiling. This is my friend Yate. Say hi to her, everyone. How sincerely she's working, isn't it? She's looking so damn serious, man. It is very important that the grain should be cooled down before adding the calcium carbonate and calcium sulfate. So while our grains are getting cooled down, we are making cotton plug. This is non-absorbent cotton, and we are making cotton plugs.
A few moments later.
कैल्शियम का मतलब
10 ग्राम ना
10 ग्राम आपका
पर
कैल्शियम
केजी ना
हाँ
दोनों
पर केजी हाँ 10 और सल्फेट आपका 20 ग्राम
और सल्फेट जो ना ये 20 ग्राम
CaSO4
हाँ 20 ग्राम पर केजी
पर
ना
केजी कार्बोनेट 10 ग्राम
10
और
ग्राम
सल्फेट 20 ग्राम अभी वो 20 केजी का है 400 into 200
20 केजी में 20
400 का आपका सल्फेट होगा
हाँ
कार्बोनेट 200 ग्राम
After cooling down of the grains, now the next step is adding of calcium sulfate and calcium carbonate, and then we're gonna mix everything thoroughly. We'll be taking 10 gram of calcium carbonate per kilogram and then 20 gram of calcium sulfate per kilogram, and then mix everything thoroughly and then fill it into the PP bag before autoclaving. Now we are taking 200 gram of calcium carbonate. We have already added 400 gram of calcium sulfate. Now it's time that you mix calcium sulfate and calcium carbonate thoroughly with the grains before filling them into the PP bag. Now we are filling the PP bag, each bag weighing of about 200 gram. Now it's time to close the PP bag with non-absorbent cotton plug, and finally it's time for autoclaving. You can see, first of all, fill the autoclave with water and then put all the PP bags inside the autoclave.
यहाँ में 10 हुआ है ना इसको ऊपर में डाल दे दो भैया
Out of 20 kg of rice grain, we made about 167 packets. Wow, that's super cool, right? Our autoclave is filled with full of bags. Our filled PP bags are ready to go under sterilization. Close the autoclave tightly, and finally the bags are now ready to autoclave for about 2.5 hours at 25 psi. See ya guys in the next video. Till then, stay tuned. Take care. Bye bye.